The latest report by the UN Special Rapporteur on Iran, biased and politically motivated. The Association for Defending Victims of Terrorism in the Middle East says it met with Ahmed Shahid, the UN Special Rapporteur, and slammed his latest report on Iran. The association says his report was motivated by the political goals of the United States and its allies and lacks independence and objectivity. That's because the association says the report is based on some biased information obtained from the Mujahideen Khalq organization, a terrorist group that has killed tens of thousands of Iranian nationals in the past 3 decades or so.
The worst matter would be relying such a rapporteur on the resources that have been provided by a terrorist organization that have killed thousands of Iranians in the past.
On the 3rd of March, we attended the 22nd meeting of the Human Rights Council in Geneva. The idea was to present a report on the situation of terrorism victims in Iran. We also met with Ahmed Shahid. He asked us to report on possible human rights violations in Iran. We said he could talk to the Iranian government and there is no need to rely on foreign sources to report on Iran. Sadly, he did just that.
In his report, Ahmed Shahid claims that human rights situation in Iran is dire and that the government violates prisoner rights. Iran complains that its official responses to the UN report haven't been adequately registered. The head of Iran's human rights headquarters also says that Ahmed Shahid's report was unprofessional, unfair, and completely biased.
The claims in this report are a collection of claims that have been made against Iran by terrorist groups for the past 35 years. These claims can be obtained in less than a minute from the internet, which means Ahmed Shahid didn't even work hard on this report. The report has been written on the back of American dollars and terrorist groups. It's a shame for the United Nations to let the Special Rapporteur have close relations with terrorist groups and accept them as defenders of human rights in Iran.
Last year, the United States and the European Union removed the MKO from the list of foreign terrorist organizations. This while the State Department has acknowledged the MKO's past acts of terrorism, including its involvement in the killing of US citizens in Iran back in the 1970s, or an attack on US soil in 1992.
The reason they removed the MKO from their terror list has to be political, but that doesn't change the true nature of this terrorist group. They've killed thousands of Iranians, and during the Geneva meeting, we made sure that the participants would know about this.
According to the Association for Defending Victims of Terrorism in the Middle East, the representatives of the UN Human Rights Council have agreed to visit Iran in September to talk to a number of terrorism victims. With more than 17,000 victims, including students, top officials, university scholars, and nuclear scientists, Iran continues to be one of the biggest victims of terrorism in the world. Ghaman Naderi, Press TV, Tehran.